What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's Antonio Golson. It's your boy AG with AG Technology Consultants. I'm super excited to be with you guys. Thank you guys for joining. Shout out to all the replay viewers. If you're watching the replay, do us a favor. Hashtag AG replay. Hashtag AG replay. This is your noontime tech hour. Noontime tech hour, just coming to bring you guys some information. For those who don't know me, my name is again Antonio Ghost. I've been in the technology and telecommunication sector for 25 years. And during this time, I went to God and said, God, I really want to be of value to our customers, and I want to be of value to our to people who out there who may need technology help. And God put it on my heart to do this Tech Time show. I keep calling it the show, but to do this live and really to offer free advice, Any questions you guys may have whatsoever, please do me a favor and ask the questions. There's no dumb questions, no silly question. Like this broadcast, share it. Like it, share it, repeat. Like it, share, repeat. Okay, give me a second. I always want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So I always go to my monitor here, and I want to make sure that my monitor is good to go. So just bear with me a second while you guys are doing me a favor and hitting that share button and liking the screen. I'm going to tag a few people in this if you don't mind. And we're going to get going. Tag educators. I'm talking to educators. Tag educators, tag parents, tag retired educators, educators who are at home, who are not working, but, out because of stay-at-home orders, because of the government or the federal government. So do me a favor and make sure you guys go and you, I made a goof here. Okay, but we're going to keep going. Okay, because I don't want to hold you guys up. All right, I'm just going to make sure I can. Make sure you guys hear me. Are we good? We're loud and clear? Perfect. Excellent. So let's rock and roll. Thank you guys for being with me. So again, this particular episode is episode number 17. Can you guys believe that? Episode number 17 is here for dedicated to distant learning or e-learning. All right, but here's start off with a couple tips. I always like to lead off with some tech tips or things that you may be able to benefit from. And here's the first one. The first one is there's a company called Varsity. Okay, and I'm going to share it on the screen here. Company called Varsity. Let me bring it up on the screen. Called Varsity Tutors. Varsity Tutors is a company who does, I guess, e-tutoring, or I'm not sure how they do the technology behind it, but they do e-tutoring. But I actually saw on the news this morning, which I don't ever watch the news, but it happened to be on. It caught my attention. It was God sending it to me because they're looking right now for educators. They're looking for retired educators, current educators. They're looking for anybody, really, honestly, looking for anybody, any person who is, let me go to the screen, any particular person who wants to be a tutor, who wants to be to help out in this time. You're home, you got some extra time, you want to help people do your part, although you're shelter in place. But they're introducing virtual school days, free K through 12 classes, and resources for better at home learning. I mean, that is just phenomenal, and it's free to all. So listen, guys, go tag, but that's not the best part, but go tag every person you can possibly find who is an educator. Go tag them in this, please, because we want you to get them this information. I know me and my wife we're gonna talk about it because we definitely need to have some school days, although the school is doing a great job. But here's the great part about it. The reason why they're looking for educators, anybody, but particularly educators, is because they're paying. That's right. They're paying $18 to $40 per hour. They're paying $18 to $40 per hour. That's phenomenal. So because they want to do their part and help people in this time and in this season. All right. The next thing I want to share with you guys is, let me stop this page. The next thing I want to share is a couple other resources real quick, a couple other tips. And let me share that screen with you guys. Okay. The next tip is go to Skills for Chicago. Okay, that's not working. Skills for Chicago. Okay, Skills for Chicago Land Future. This is a company that help individuals find jobs. Right now, they are They're helping people get jobs within 24 to 72 hours. Now, I'm going to be very clear from my research. They are finding people usually in the medical profession in terms of, well, you don't have to be in a medical profession, but they're finding jobs in the medical profession because, as you know, here in the Chicagoland area, we've turned one of the nation's biggest convention centers into a makeshift hospital. So if you looking for some employment, and it doesn't mean you have to necessarily be interacting with people on that level, but you know, you may be doing some stuff behind the scenes. I don't know, but they say like right now they're hiring people, and literally they're getting people jobs within 24 to 72 hours. In some cases, people are employed and working during these times. So please go check those things out. Go check those resources out. Skills for Chicagoland Future.com. And then last tip is go to CBS Chicago. Let me bring it up. CBS Chicago. Go to CBS Chicago. Let me share that. So I need a producer. Y'all. I need a producer. Nope, wrong one. I just did that. We want this one. So share this screen. I'm going to share this with you guys. CBS. There we go. So again, CBS Chicago. Again, I'm not a big news person, but CBS Chicago has a lot of resources for those looking to still work, who need to really provide some income, or if you don't have a business and you still a home-based business, or you're able to still function, and just, you know, you need the resources. Here's a place to go to get some resources to help you guys. Okay, I went through the site, some very good detailed information on there, so I would certainly suggest you guys go out there and take a look. And let me just say this too, since I'm on the subject. Be very cautious, guys, about all of the various companies out there who are saying they'll help you with COVID, SBA loans, help you with COVID, get funding. There are a lot of scams. So if you get a text message, if you get, hey, Chris, Mr. Robbins, if you get a, what is the easy way to do a PowerPoint? Show others. All right, I'll address that with you, sir. Mr. Robbins, and welcome to everybody that's coming. Here's the thing. If you guys are getting text messages, okay, if you're getting text messages from people saying, hey, we can help you get money quick, like sign up here, we'll get you your stimulus check within 24 hours or 48 hours, false. Okay, they haven't even started sending out money yet. So don't fall for it. Don't click on those links. Stay away from those links. Now I'm very excited. Ready? To all of my to all of my educators, out there, I'm excited for you guys to be here, because I found some information that I've been researching. I particularly found this because of one of my good friends, sisters. She was telling me, she's a kindergarten teacher, and she was saying, hey, listen, I miss my babies. I really want to see my babies. And so I started thinking about what could I find to help them to be to still stay connected. I consult with a school in Indiana, and they've been shut down for the entire year. The school has been shut down for the entire year. So grab your pen out. I'm going to share a little video with you guys on, grab my notes here. I have 5 apps and 5 websites that you can go to for distance learning. 5 apps, 5 websites you can go to for distance learning. Number one is what most people are used to if you're in education, is Google Classroom. I'm sure if you are an educator, you're familiar with Google Classroom. The second one is called SCREENCASTIY. Okay, so that's the second one I'm going to share with. And next was Jamboard, ZITEBOARD, and FLIPGRID. Okay, Google Classroom, SCREENCASTIY, Jamboard, ZITEBOARD, and FLIPGRID. I'm really excited about SCREENCASTIY. It's a great resource that I've already started using, so I'm looking forward to it. So here we go. You guys ready? All right, let's go. Let me share this with you guys. All right. Share audio. All right, ready? Let's go. Great tools.
right into it. My first website that I'm recommending is Google Classroom. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I do have several other videos dedicated to using Google Classroom and tips and tricks and how to create digital assignments for Google Classroom. So I'm going to link those for you down in the description box. But I did want to reiterate it in this video because Google Classroom is my favorite tool as like a foundation for providing online learning. Through Google Classroom, you can communicate with your students, you can post text or videos or images or PDFs or links to other things. So it's a great tool to use as your baseline to be able to provide some of the other tools that I'm going to mention in this video to your students. Number 2 is SCREENCASTIY. SCREENCASTIY allows you to record your browser, your desktop, or even your webcam in order to create videos that you can then share with your students on Google Classroom or through email. The great thing is SCREENCASTIY can be added as an extension to your Chrome browser. If you're not using the Chrome browser, I highly recommend it. It is my favorite browser to use because I love all things Google. Once you add that extension, it's super easy to use. You just click on the extension whenever you want to start recording, and then you will be given 3 different options. First, you can record just your browser. That will record only the tab that you are currently accessing. So if you switch tabs, it's not going to record the other tabs, only the tab that you currently have open when you start the recording. If you record your desktop, you can choose between recording your entire screen or recording just a specific application window that you have open. Now, for both of these options, you can choose whether you want to use your microphone. So if you're going to provide narration, you would want your microphone to be on. And you can even embed your webcam, which will allow you to be on the screen while you're recording either your browser or your desktop. And that just creates a little bit more of a personal touch. The third option is to record only your webcam. So your computer screen will not be recorded at all. It will just do a talking head similar to what you're seeing right now. Now, the free version of SCREENCASTIY will limit you to 5 minutes of recording at a time, and it will not let you use their editor once the video is complete. However, at the time I'm recording this video, SCREENCASTIY is offering some of their premium features such as unlimited recording length and their editor for free, but you do have to apply for it, or your administrator has to apply for it. So I will link that information for you down in the description box. Now, once you end your recording, you do have a few different options. You can get a...
Hey guys, I'll say this real quick. I'm gonna put up a code. There is a code. There is an actual code that I have found that's going to give you the ability to get it for free for 30 days. So you don't have to sign up. You don't have to go through anything special. You'll get that code for free. Okay. So I just wanted to jump in there and say that. So it'll be on the screen. I'm going to actually put it on the, in the comments, but all of the links to every single resource we're talking about today is in the description. I'll put it in again, but just make sure that you put that code in and you're going to get it for free for 30 days, I believe it is. All right, let's go.
Shareable link, which you could post to Google Classroom, or if you have a class website, you could post it there. You can actually share it directly to Google Classroom, or you can publish it to YouTube. You can get an embedded code, which would allow you to embed it into a website, or you can just download the MP4 file. This is a great option if you want to use PowerPoint slides to be able to teach your students, or if you just want to talk directly to them, or maybe you want to give them a tutorial on how to access certain technology. This is a great application for that. Number 3 is Jamboard. Jamboard is a free whiteboard tool provided through Google that does allow you to create multiple frames or multiple boards all on the same screen. Now, there are 2 different ways to access it. You can go to jamboard.google.com, or you can actually access it through your applications on Google Drive. The great thing about Jamboard is that you can create as many boards as you want, and they're all free. There's no cap on the number of boards you can create. Also, once you create a board, it will save it directly to your Google Drive. Now, on the board, you can draw, you can obviously erase, you can add sticky notes, and you can even add images. You can also change the background. It can be solid white, or you can have dots, or a grid, or blue, or black. You can also invite others to collaborate on your board, such as team teachers or even students, by sharing out the link or by inviting them personally through their email. Now, once you finish with your whiteboard, you can actually export it as an image or a PDF. Now, this works perfectly with SCREENCASTIY. You can actually draw directly on the whiteboard, just like you would in your classroom, in order to provide instruction. And then you can record it using SCREENCASTIY, and you can even record your voice while you're doing it. And then when you finish, you have a video of you teaching just like you would be in the classroom. Number 4 is ZITEBOARD, which is another virtual whiteboard. But one thing I do love about this is that whiteboard can be as large as you want it to be. Now, you do need to sign up for an account, which is free, but you're limited to only saving 3 boards at a time. Just like with Jamboard, you can draw, you can erase, you can add sticky notes, you can add images, but something I do love about ZITEBOARD that Jamboard does not allow you to do is the ability to add PDFs. This means you could add in a PDF of maybe a practice page you've given your students, and you could review the answers on ZITEBOARD. Just like with Jamboard, you can collaborate with others by sharing out the link or inviting them through email. And just like Jamboard, you can save it to your account as well as exporting it as an image or PDF. You could also use this with SCREENCASTIY in order to record you teaching lessons. Honestly, it's just personal preference if you would rather use Jamboard or ZITEBOARD. Number 7 is FLIPGRID. FLIPGRID is a really fun website.
All right, before we jump to FLIPGRID, hope you guys can hear me now. Before I jump to FLIPGRID, hope you guys can hear me now. Hit those likes, let me know you can hear me before we actually do that. I was saying earlier, I have Mr. Tim Ojo on here. And Mr. Tim Ojo, if you have any additional tips and tricks and techniques that you can help for e-learning. I know your school is in Indiana. You've been completely shut down. I know you've been working around the clock to make sure that people can, your students are going to be still get the proper education they need in the best manner possible. So if you have any sort of tips and tricks, Mr. Ojo, or any educator on here, let me know so we can pop up on the screen. I'll put those comments. I'll make sure those comments get up on the screen. Okay. I have a couple. Yep. I'll make sure you get on the screen. All right. So let's go back to it. We have one more, which is called FLIPGRID. And then I'm going to post, all of the links before we go, all of the different links. I will post them in the online. Let me go back just a little bit. All right. So you ready to go? Let me mute my mic again so you guys we can keep going.
If you would rather use Jamboard or ZITEBOARD. Number 7 is FLIPGRID. FLIPGRID is a really fun website that allows you to post either a question to your students or a video to them or an image, and they have to respond through short video clips. Now, this is a free website, but you do have to create an account. Once you have that account, you will create what's called a grid. Then on the grid, you will create topics, which is where you can ask questions or post images, or you can post videos or links. There's really so many different options. And then your students will respond through video, and they can also respond to their classmates through video as well. This website is highly engaging for students, and it's a great way for them to be able to connect while they're not able to see each other physically. You could post a different question to your students every day and have them respond, or you could even have them do like a book review of something they've been reading at home. And it's great because you're able to set the length of time that their video clip can be, up to 10 minutes.
All right, guys. Well, didn't mean to show that, but all right, guys. Listen, I hope you guys have really got some good value out of that. I hopefully, JP, no, this is not the surge I talked about before. Similar, but that did not show up very well. Okay, I will have to give you guys all those links in a better format. What I just didn't show up very well. But I hope that you guys find any value in this. I really do hope you found value in this. Now, last I want to talk about the last thing. I've been here 20 minutes now. We're going to go for 25 minutes today. The last thing that I want to talk about, obviously, is video conferencing software. Obviously, is video conferencing software, and obviously, the number one company out there today is Zoom. Zoom got the Uber name. They got the name. I have nothing against Zoom, obviously. Even though I am in technology, even though I offer a very similar product to Zoom, Zoom has its pluses. I have my pluses. Zoom has its drawbacks. I got my drawback. I am not ashamed to say, under no circumstances am I ashamed to say that we weren't really prepared. I'll be honest with you. Our software is great, but it wasn't extreme. We wasn't prepared for the onslaught. Zoom had been preparing for the onslaught, and they handling it very well. They put on 59 million subscribers. So there's a lot of very good benefits to Zoom, although a lot of school districts, a lot of the FBI, a lot of people have come down hard on them, and Zoom stepped the game up. But there's other companies like Google Hangouts. Some districts are going to that. But only thing I would say is just make sure that whatever technology you're using, you make sure that, number one, it is approved by your district. It's approved by your district, by your principal, by your administrator, because you don't want to get in trouble. You want to get caught up in somebody saying you're doing a video chat with their child and it wasn't approved. You don't want those issues. You don't want those issues. So make sure it's approved. If you want to have your IT departments reach out to us, we can certainly talk to them and help them. Again, all this technology that I provided today, information I provided today, is not something that I own. It's research that I found to try to be a blessing to the body of Christ and to all those over the world who are listening to me. Are there any questions? About this, particularly about this subject today? But if you have any questions about something else, I'm going to scroll back through the comments and I'm going to do my very best to answer a few in the last 3 minutes that we have here today. Were you guys blessed by this? Let me know if you were blessed by this. Hashtag AG Tech Tips. If you were blessed by this today, this helped you, it was informative to you, do me a favor. Hashtag AG Tech Tips. AG Tech Tips. That's not what I was trying to do. I was not trying to do that. Hashtag AG Tech Tips. Let's see. Hashtag. So as I said, guys, I'm using some new technology because I have to be the person to put it out there, right? To see if it works. So I got to be, for lack of better words, I got to be the guinea pig, right? So hashtag AG Tech Tips. Hashtag AG Tech Tips. All right. So let me scroll through the comments. Tim, can you got anything to say, sir? Anything to say? Ms. Raquel, are you still here? You have any comments? Let's see. What's it? Oh, okay. I got your question. The question on the table is, and I don't think I'm able to share the question. I'm going to, there's a way to share the question, and I will make sure that I'll make sure that I learn how to do that. Let's see. I maybe do it right here. Let's see. Yep, here we go. I'm going to share the question. The question came from, just a second. Oops. Bear with me. I'm almost there. Here we go. So the question came from, all right, it's not working the way it's supposed to. So I'm not going to hold you guys up for that. So let me just repeat the question because it's not coming up. The question is, what's the easiest way to do a PowerPoint was to share with others? Like he wants to do a seminar. So like you're in a room doing a seminar and basically you can't see anybody, but everybody can see you. So how do you do that? The way you do that is, let me come back over here. It's through a webinar function. It's two ways of doing it, depending on how elaborate you want your setup to be. You can do it through a regular Zoom and invite people to come on and just block all their cameras so you can't see them, and then share it that way. Or you want to do it through the webinar function. The webinar function again, I'm using Zoom because it's the most popular one out there. The most popular one out there. It costs about $50 to do the webinar function with Zoom. If you contact me, I'll give you a license for free to do webinar. You can have up to 300 people in your webinar. But the great thing about the webinar is it gives you the ability to, you can ask questions, you can do polls, you can register people, you get better matrix, and you get better. Okay, I'm 1 minute over now. You get better matrix, and you get better. You can do a post survey Q&A. So you be able to control more of your data with your audience, as well as your audience can interact with you by giving you thumbs up. They can raise their hand. They can put questions up. They can chat back and forth with other people. So the webinar gives you a lot more functionality. So JP, I hope that helped you out. So guys, I really appreciate you guys so very much. By all means, I'm putting my email address up on the screen. If you guys have any more additional questions or anything like that, you can always email us at support@agtechsupport.net, agtechsupport.net. And listen, I say it all the time. Go tag a person in this. If you like this, if this really was a blessing to you, do me a favor, share the broadcast, do a watch party. If you do a watch party, tag me in a watch party so I know that you did a watch party. Because if people ask questions, I won't be able to see the questions if I'm not in the watch party. I'm not tagged in it. Thank you guys for being patient with me. This is my second time I went live with the software today. I upgraded the software to the paid version because I wanted to see all the different formats, and I want to before you pay for it, I wanted to pay for it to make sure that it was worth it. And so far, to me, it is absolutely worth it. So I'm looking forward to being a part of you guys' journey as we go through these unprecedented times in these murky waters. But I will say this: I always leave with something positive. I try to. Let me say this, guys. God has not left you. He has not forsaken you. For those who know him, we're not going to come out of this thing just surviving. We're going to come out of this thing thriving. So you guys put your best foot forward. Make your next move. Make your next move your best move. And when you come out of this thing, you won't even smell like smoke. You're going to look like gold. All right, guys, take care. God bless you. And as I always say, I love you. It ain't nothing you can do about it. Holla.